That weekend they played Vanderbilt just to reinstate that feeling and make sure that was the right decision for me.
Gotcha. So, I mean, just kind of felt that right away.
Yeah,
when you
it
got up
felt.
there.
I felt it the first time, but it just made me feel
Yeah.
even better about my decision.
You talk about Missouri, what they've done so far this year. Obviously, you got to watch them last weekend. What do you like about their defense? I know they like it in the secondary. What do you like about their defense? What do you like about just them overall so
Yeah,
far?
well, their defense plays amazing week in and week out with Coach Walters as the DC. So, and Coach Gibbs and Coach Cheese know I'm versatile. I could play corner, I could play safety, I could play nickel. So they can move me around at all those spots, and they always play great safeties and great corners with Ennis Rakenshaw there playing great as a freshman, and they've been playing different freshmen throughout the entire season. So I get a really good opportunity to play early.
What do coaches specifically like about you, and where they kind of see you fitting in that defense?
Well, Coach Gibbs obviously likes me at corner, but Coach Cheese likes me at safety, so they're going to have to figure that one out. But they love my size and just how I play the game, and with my size, I'm able to play any position on the field.
That's good. So they'll have to do rock, paper, scissors.
Yeah, they're going to have to figure that one out.
right.
I'll leave that up to them.
Yeah. I was going to ask you, too, just your season this past year. I know it was kind of cut short. Anything you kind of think you improved on? I think you only played like one game,
Yeah,
right?
I had COVID and I got back from my last game, but I played that game at 205, and I felt great being able to come up at strong safety in the box and just be able to play the run fit, and I'm still able to cover really, really well. And I kept that speed that I always had, and I'm able to run and be able to come up in the run fit whenever I want to.
Okay. You mentioned 205. Is that like something you were kind of looking to gain more weight, I guess, going into the season?
Well, yeah, my trainer, Coach Steph, he's the best trainer in St. Louis, and he just put on straight muscle with me, not any bad weight at all that messed up my mobility or anything. So I just naturally put on that 205 weight, and it's been going great for me, and haven't seen any changes at all.
Yeah.
Negative changes, but a
Yeah.
ton of positive
That's
changes.
good. That's good, man. Always good to gain weight and keep that speed. So.
Exactly.
So you'll have you and Max Wisner, who's the tight end. Are you familiar with him? You
Yep,
know him
I've been in
pretty good?
contact with him a lot, and I've been talking to a few other kids from St. Louis, and I'm gonna try to get a few of those guys on board
I
too.
was gonna ask you got any specific names?
I'm gonna try to get Toriano Pride, Xavier from Iowa. They've been talking to him a lot. I'm gonna try to get Cam Epps. I'm gonna try to get a lot of players from St. Louis to play with me. Yeah.
Sounds good. And we'll kind of get to know you a little bit more. Whenever you got into football, just talk about what age you kind of got into football, when you started liking it and everything.
Well, my family's always been a football family. My dad played at Michigan State. Coach Matt here, I started training with him in second grade right here, and he's been training me ever since, every off season. So that's just been great, and he taught me the game and everything, and I just loved it ever since. And I've always been a football guy, and just love the game, and just sit in the basement all day with my dad watching games Saturday night and everything. So.
There you go. When did you know you were good? Like, was there a certain age you kind of was like, hey, I'm really good at this?
Well, second grade, I kind of noticed that I was different than everyone else, and I kind of just always practiced and played like I was different and trained as if I'm preparing to be a D1 football player. And my dad always taught me that, and I've been sticking with that ever since.
Gotcha. Just talk about some of the players you kind of look up to, emulate your game after, whether that's in college or NFL. Who do you like to watch?
I would say Earl Thomas and Charles Woodson. Those are two guys that are very versatile in the defensive backfield, and I feel like I emulate my game after those guys.
Okay, good deal. And last thing I'll ask you, a message to the Missouri fans out there.
Be ready for 2022. We're gonna have a lot of good players, and it's gonna be great.
All right, thanks, Isaac. We appreciate it, man.
Thank you.